I was just checking to see if I've got noodles in my beard, because I had noodles. Also, my computer's being slow again. Here we go. Discord time. Discord time. Got to yell at the people at Discord. Come on, I right-clicked. You gotta let me post the link. Come on. There we go. Did it do it? Did it do it? It's just being very laggy tonight. There we go. Okay. We good. I is here. So, you may have noticed that a couple of days ago, I said that I would be doing a live stream for the Krampus video. No. just no. Several factors come into play. One is my sleep. My sleep cycle is just definitely topsy-turvy. I am fully awake when I, and like I peak. My peak, like I want to film something and I got time to film something and all of that stuff, right after I've eaten and I can, like, I've got energy and all of that stuff. I am the moment where I actually want to get half naked and stand outside in sub-zero temperatures to film something for like 20 minutes or however long extra that will take is kind of like in the middle of the day. And the whole reason for doing the outside filming shots and stuff like that is that I want it to be dark. And I can't do it later because there A, isn't enough time, and B, I'm just like, by then I'm feeling kind of really worn down and I want to just like, I want to sleep basically. And like I said, just my sleep cycle is on a bit of a kind of like struggle with me at the moment because I'm not 100%. I'm still kind of like flu-y, coldy. Sometimes I feel a bit worse than I was. I don't seem to be getting better, which is really irritating. I somehow seem to be stuck at being kind of just like recovering from whatever cold bullshit that I had a week or two ago. It doesn't seem to be fucking off. I'm just phlegmy and tired and headachy, and I'm over it. And I wish they would go away. See, just by talking, it's kind of still here. So yeah, I haven't filmed the Krampus video yet. I do keep like come up with new excuses and new reasons why, like I haven't. I keep trying to comfort myself. My brain is trying to protect me from basically me just calling myself a lazy shit and stuff. It keeps being like, well, you haven't got the other part of it yet done, so don't worry about it. It's like the other part of it can't be filmed anyway until we've got the Christmas decorations up, and that is not my department. The house Christmas decorations is not my department. That is actually Damon's job because he wants to put like tinsel and stuff all over the house and stuff. My only job for doing the Christmas decorations, as far as they're concerned, my only job is the lights and the tree, and that's my job, you know. Trees, I should say, because there's two of them. So yeah, I'm in charge of the trees and the lights, and he's in charge of the decorations, the tinsel that goes around all the shelves and stuff. So yeah, and he does do a good job. The house always looks super sparkly. You know, it always looks super festive. But yeah, I want all of that stuff up before I film anything with the Santa half of this video. So I've been coming up with that excuse every single time that basically I want to film the Krampus video, but can't because of lots of other reasons. And it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. You know, the Krampus part doesn't have to be that Christmassy. You know, like I said, I'm going to do part of it is going to be in here, and part of it is going to be in my garden, with the dark, moody lighting for the creepy effect. So yeah, but like I said, I just haven't been able to do it. Even right now, I am fighting myself at the moment, trying to stay awake. I am headachy, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm over it. I kind of just want to go to bed. I'm kind of trying my best to actually stay up longer so that I can actually push my sleep a little bit. But I seem to keep waking up at exactly the same time, which is bad because, like I said, if I'm trying to push my sleep, my sleep schedule, I'm trying to push it forward. But it's just that you can't, like, it's a set amount, you know. In order to push this forward a little bit, this part has to come with it. But I keep waking up at exactly the same time, which means that this part always, you can't move, which means that I'm, you know, this point is when I wake up. I don't really have any control over this. This point is when I'm going to bed, or when I'm feeling tired, or when I'm basically when my body demands that I go to sleep. I can move this bit a little bit, but at some point I need to go to sleep. Now, I'm an insomniac, granted, so essentially this part sometimes doesn't even happen at all. But when I'm sick, it happens, and it's stuck. I can't really push it any further. I am currently past this point right now in this chair. I'm currently past this point. I really want to go to bed. I will fall asleep in this chair. If I basically just did this and closed my eyes for like more than a couple of minutes, I'm asleep. Do you know how I know that? Because that happened already today. It only gives me a couple of minutes of sleep, and then I wake up and I feel awful. You know, I just that I was just telling this to Damon. I really, you know, it feels like it's a good idea. You know, I always expect to be like, okay, it's okay. I'm gonna have a tiny nap in my office chair. When I'm feeling really beat unexpectedly, I can fall asleep in this chair. And I always expect to wake up fully refreshed and ready to go. No, it's the worst hangover ever. You know, I wake up slightly more headachy and and a neck ache, and I feel absolutely like I want to go to bed. And sometimes I just like sit back in the chair and have more sleep. But it doesn't help. It doesn't make me, I don't ever wake up from that feeling refreshed. It takes a long time before I'm actually, you know, useful from that kind of sleep. Whereas if I basically go on the bed and or the sofa and I have a nap there, and basically I'm useful immediately after waking up. You know, it's stupid. It's bullshit. I hate it. It's just like, and yet sometimes I don't really have a choice. Sometimes I really am kind of like at the point where I'm exhausted, especially when I'm sick. I'm exhausted, and I actually feel sleepy. That's the rare part. That's the rare part. And I actually feel sleepy at the same time, and that's when basically it hits me that I need to sleep. I need to sleep now. um, I I don't think I'm going to make it into the house before I'm going to pass out, and that's where the chair comes in. That's where I can actually sleep in the chair for a little bit. But like I said, I should not do that. It's always a bad idea, and it's always bullshit. But yeah, this is a struggle. Eventually, I will get slightly better, to the point where I can stand half naked outside in the sub-0 degree temperature weather and stuff. And also, it's not raining. It's actually raining today, so I'm slightly vindicated. Although it's not really raining, it's just like it's kind of almost like heavy. It's like not heavy fog. It's like dense fog or something. Basically, it's fog that is completely, visibility unimpaired, but it kind of suspends water droplets in the air. You can stand perfectly still and you can be completely dry. But if you try to walk, then it feels like if you're walking in rain. It's that kind of weather outside, and that's bad. So yeah, it's been like that for a couple of days. So technically, I am not really at fault when it comes to the whole Krampus situation. Because even if I did just want to film stuff in here, I would have to get the makeup and stuff done in here. The body paint, I'd have to do all of that stuff in here. I wouldn't be able to do it in the house and then come in here, So yeah. I mean, on the other updates, on the other side of the updates, creepy. Creepy. I thought I saw something crawl over my bag that's hanging up on one of the hooks, just off screen, just over there. Yeah. But I don't see anything right now. I'm totally not looking in that direction. Where was I? I think I got onto the other news part. Yeah, in other news, not much has happened. I got new Pokemon cards, which is kind of a problem. I'm seeing ghosts. No, it's something crawled onto my. Ghosts aren't real. Something crawled onto my bag. Like, I detected movement on the bag that's hanging up over there. Besides Panda Fox, I see ghosts. Remember? Schizophrenia? Fortunately, I'm rational enough to basically know that sometimes what I see isn't real. So, yeah. I also have medication, so that helps, but I don't always take it. It's fine. You mean you get what schizophrenia is, right? You was there when I explained this. I'm pretty sure you was there when I explained this. No, I didn't imagine that. Yeah. I do have like a funny well, not really funny, an interesting-ish schizophrenia kind of like thing, hallucination that my brain tried to torture me with a couple of days ago. It was kind of like how I'm trying not to think about it. It's really hard, but yeah, because every time I think about something, I picture it, and sometimes when I picture something, I can actually make it appear in my field of vision. So yeah, it's like I said, it's creepy and weird when that happens, and like completely normal for me. So that's not a big deal. Basically, a few days ago, maybe even a week ago, just for a portion of the day, I detected movement in a mirror, basically out of the peripheral of my vision. It turned out just to be like my head turning. When I was brushing my teeth, it just like there's a mirror in the bathroom that's kind of a bit higher up and stuff, and it's like it's over there. But my peripheral vision detected movement in the mirror, which, like I said, just ended up just being me brushing my teeth, and it was like pareidolia, the thing that humans do when they basically kind of like make faces out of stuff. Essentially, kind of like my brain tried to make a face out of that, and it turned out to be like very horrific and kind of like a distorted kind of demon face kind of situation, in which my brain being my brain, it basically like conjured up this face, and it essentially like I said, projected it into my field of vision, just off screen, just in my peripheral, just here. And it was just like it would not fuck off for a long time. Like I said, I'm a very, very rational person. This is one of the reasons why I don't need stronger medication for the schizophrenia bullshit. I know it wasn't real. I know it wasn't, and it wasn't really bugging me because it was in my peripheral vision, but it's just the fact that it was there all the time for ages, just like it pissed me off so much. It was creepy and weird, and it was uncool. But yeah, random bullshit like this happens to me all the time. It's just a thing. I live in hell. It's fun. It's fun. Anyway, random story. What was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about actually like something positive that happened because of all of the. I'm not a fan of whatever bullshit is happening to me right now with the whole weird cold, minor cold, tiredness bullshit that I hate. Oh my god. Okay. Now it's too warm here. Don't know what was crawling on my bag just now. Anyway, good news. I have actually finished cataloging and scanning all of my Pokemon cards. Bad news, sort of. One of my friends got me a pack of like 10 Pokemon card booster packs. Like the current regular Pokemon cards packs. They got me 10 of these. Really appreciate them. Now I have to scan those in and update my folder, which means that any new Pokemon cards that I've got that are, you know, in the numbers of that I've got, basically that means that I have to take out all of the Pokemon cards after that number and then put it in and then put them all back, which I've done, which is fine. It's just that, like, I've just finished. Here's a present. Thank you. But this is lots of work that I'm going to have to do now. So that's been fun. Got new Pokemon cards, though. They aren't worth shit because they are new. I thank them. Yes. Thank you. Yes. But again, not worth shit. They're all new, which means that they are worth like 10p, 10 pence. Yeah. Also found out when I catalogued them in the app, in the collecting app thing, it tells you the market price of the Pokemon cards. I found out that those Japanese shinies that I thought were going to be worth fucking hundreds of pounds are actually only worth like tens of pounds because they're Japanese. If they were in English, for some reason, that means that they're more expensive. I don't know why either. That doesn't make sense to me. It turns out that remember I told you guys that like the whole reason why I wanted to update my, at least check on my Pokemon card collection, was because I saw a live stream compilation, and one person was with a group of people, and he was opening Pokemon card packs, and he got Luigi. And he flipped. He basically exploded, and all of his friends in the room basically like blew out the microphone with their reactions and stuff because it was a shiny Luigi, and it was a big deal for him. I've got that Pokemon card. I've got it. By the way, that Pokemon card that he opened, that's worth 800, like £800. It's basically nearly worth £1,000, nearly ish. Yeah, all my Pokemon cards. Yeah, I've got it. That's the card. It's not going to focus. That Pokemon card, if it was English, is worth £1,000 almost. Do you know how much that card is worth? $50. Card's worth $50. The English card is worth $50. And it's the same situation for a lot of my cards, a lot of my Japanese cards. if they were English, would be worth so much more. I thought it would be the other way around. I honestly thought it would be the other way around. I'm a bit bummed out by this news. Also, I've got this Pichu as well, and it's not even on the fucking it's not on any registry or anything. It's super shiny. You know, it's a reverse holo foil and everything, and it's just not on any website at all. Like the English version is on some of the holo foil. It's on some of the collecting websites and stuff, but this one is just I can't find it anywhere. They won't tell me how much it would be, which is so great. But yeah. My famous Mew is also like that's also worth like basically nothing as well. It's like worth $40 maybe. I've got two of them. Like that's the good condition one. I've got one that's not in bad condition. It's just that it's clearly been. It's the one that I would show my friends. Like this is the one I used to have like four of them. I actually used to have like four of them because my little cousin wanted to go see the Pokemon movie. I had already seen the Pokemon movie. This is where we got these cards, by the way. Yeah, I'd already seen the Pokemon movie, and that's where this one comes from. My little cousin wanted to go see the Pokemon movie, and like she got a card. So yeah, I also then went to see it with a friend, and also got like another one. So yeah, like Pokemon cards, but just by going to see a movie, which was cool. So yeah, I had like three, and I also had like somebody already also gave me one as well. So I had like four of them over the years, of course. Like my brother stole one, and I don't know what else happened to the third one. I think I traded it with something for something with one of my friends. Yeah, I mean that's where it must have gone. I don't know where else it would be. There might be one somewhere in my mother's old house. Who knows? But yeah, like I've got two of them right now, and that's cool. My brother stole a bunch of cards. My brother stole my Charizard, my Nidoking, my shiny Charizard. Yes, the famous kind of like, oh, if you get a shiny Charizard, then that's the most valuable Pokemon card ever. Like it seemed to be like the most valuable Pokemon card ever for ages. It might still even be worth something. Who knows? But at the time, it was just like it was the super rare one. I had two of them. Again, I'm pretty sure I gave one to one of my friends who basically was like, he just had no luck in finding one. There was like five or six of them in the entire school when I was at school. And he was super, like he was like a super collector even before that was a thing. He was trying to get one of every single Pokemon card that there ever was, and he was really good at it. He was really really good at it. you know he wanted to get at least one of every Pokemon, at least, and he just could not find a Charizard ever. So I gave him one of my Charizards because I knew he'd look after it, and he was one of my best friends. So yeah, but the other Charizard I had in my folder. And when basically Pokemon was dying down a little bit, and my brother became of age to where he wanted to basically start his collection, I said he can go through my folder, but he can only take my duplicates. I don't mind if he takes like duplicate cards that I've got. Like, that's fine. That's where the other Mew went. I actually said that already. Yeah, never mind. Like, he can take whatever he wants from the duplicate section of my folder, but he has to leave the regular section alone. Like, everything in this part of the folder is not moving. But he didn't listen to that part, and he took a bunch of stuff, including my shiny Blastoise, my Charizard, my Nidoking, and my Nidoqueen. And I know for a fact he took both of my Nidokings, because those are his favorite Pokemon. Anyway, why would your brother steal one? Brothers steal things. Little brothers especially steal things from older brothers. I've only ever stolen like 2 things from my brother. And one of those things I basically stole back. So yeah. He took a copy of my Dynasty Warriors PlayStation 2 game. Because he broke his, I think was the thing that happened. Something happened to his one. And basically he stole my one. And then yes, his one got scratched. His disc got scratched. And like, he stole my one, replaced it with his scratched one, and then I switched them back, basically, because the dingus didn't know. Well, at least he didn't realize that I don't have to sleep. So all I had to do was wait for him to go to sleep, and then I was like, that's it. I can just steal it back. And I knew basically his game was scratched, and my game wasn't scratched, because he happened to complain to our parents that like his game was scratched. This is how I'm definitely remembering it. I overheard this, of course, and basically was like, oh well, I'm glad my game wasn't scratched. I remember that, you know. And I said, you can borrow my game whenever you want. To, like, that's the original plan for this game. It's the same game. It's just that we had 2 copies of them. It's like the PlayStation 2 itself. We had 2 PlayStation 2s because he can't share, essentially. So, like, I had to buy my own PlayStation 2. He got his one for fucking Christmas, because of course he did, because he's the favorite. Anyway, yeah. So we got like 1 game originally, then that became his because he wanted to play it while I was doing something else, and then like, I wanted to play it, and I knew that he wouldn't let me play it by myself. So essentially, I kind of just like, I got my own one. Then when he complained that his one was scratched, he complained to my parents, so that basically like they would get him another game. When they didn't get him another game, they basically like he was mopey for a little bit, and then suddenly the next day, my game wouldn't play. So I opened up the disc tray, and oh look, there's a scratch on my pristine, completely before yesterday, my completely playable disc. Wonder what happened here, And my brother is in the fucking next room playing on the game that he couldn't play on yesterday. He wasn't super smart. Okay, he's not super smart. Give him. I want to give him a break, but he's a kind of a dick. Anyway, yeah, I just stole it back. But yeah, brothers steal things. Little brothers in particular steal things. They also blame their older brothers for all of their problems, which is super fun. Why was my password changed on my email account? What? Oh, you're talking to me? I don't know. It's like, why would you do that? I'm gonna hack into your account and change your password. Please don't do that. I don't know who did this to you. Calm down. You know. And he was like, "You're always doing this shit to me." See what I mean? It's just it's so bullshit. It's so bullshit. But yeah. I'm kind of bummed out that my cards are not worth as much as I thought they would be, and it's for a different reason than what anybody was expecting. However, now I have all the cards. They're all on my phone, and they're all on my computer now, except for the newest ones because those ones haven't been scanned in yet. Well, actually, a lot of them have been scanned in, but they haven't been updated yet. I did get a new Pikachu though, and a new Growlithe, and those are the ones I'm collecting. But yeah, I got a new Pikachu. Woo! The Growlithe one is kind of a little bit disappointing. It just feels so basic. I know you can't really see because it's not focusing ever. But yeah. But yeah, I'm really pleased with my Pikachu collection. It takes up a whole bit of my album on my phone. Now it's focusing. That's lame. Anyway, this is going to be a quickie, so yeah. I'm trying to speed things up. Just it hasn't worked yet, Panda Fox. Yeah. So yeah, I've been sorting out the Pokemon card collection. I've been trying to do the editing for the last video that we did, but the problem with that is that, like I said, I've had a headache, and I've just not been in the mood to actually edit anything, because that requires long times of me sitting and staring at the screen, and that's not good for headaches. That in fact give me another different kind of headache usually. So yeah, can't even play my game on my computer. I can play it for like half an hour, and then I have to usually turn it off. That it's called take your time. Does that mean in general? Just in general? Because I cannot. It's only only a few more days, and then basically I will be over the line of when I have to film stuff for Christmas. So yeah. I did enjoy last year. Last year I filmed a bunch of stuff whilst being here by myself for Christmas, and that was pretty cool. And I'm probably going to I actually am going to be here again by myself for Christmas, so that's going to be fun. So yeah. It's for completely different reasons. It's not because of depression this time, honest. But yeah. Oh, it's so cool seeing all my cards just kind of just there. That's pretty awesome. For some reason, that just looks cool. Just on my phone, lots and lots of cards. And don't worry, every time I go onto Discord, I've been trying to also upload one particular Pokemon's worth of cards onto the new channel for Discord. So yeah. So like every time I go onto Discord, every time I go onto Discord and I'm on my server, I try to make sure that I've actually gone to the next Pokemon and upload all the cards that I have of that one particular Pokemon. So, yeah. We're very, very close to getting to Pikachu, which is going to be a pain in the butt because I've got a lot of Pikachus. As I keep showing you guys, I've got a lot of Pikachus. And now I've got one more, so yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for the person. I do not know if they want to be named, but the person that got me those new cards, because like I've already cataloged them on the phone. I haven't cataloged them on the app yet, but well, most of them have been cataloged on the phone. So yeah. It's a thing. That's probably what's tiring me out so much. Standing in my kitchen, kind of like with the Pokemon cards all laid out and kind of like me scanning them and stuff. It's kind of like what's been bugging me. So I got brain pain. But yeah. Sounds more of a mental tide. Mental tide? Like I said, it's just probably the weird cold thing I've got. The whole burnt out thing, I don't really do much work for my own channel and stuff to actually get like burnt out. Something my therapist said, and I was just like, I don't really work that much to get burnt out. Just recently, anyway. Basically, when I had to do editing every day for other people and doing those other jobs and stuff, like that was draining. But I never really got burnt out from it. But yeah. Yeah. So Panda, do you have any ideas for the Santa video yet? I've got like an idea, but it's not super awesome or anything. It's just it feels a little bit basic. That's kind of when I want more ideas. Ooh. It's because I'm not wearing my visor. It's quite bright in here. Well, if I tell you the idea, then won't it taint any creative juices that you've got? Maybe. No. It's just the red onesie, just kind of like stripping down to the red onesie kind of situation. Considering that it might be a bit tighter now already. Who knows? Um, yeah. I was going to see how stretchy it was as well and try some padding with it or something, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, it's a vague idea. Like, if it doesn't work with the padding, then I'll probably just use it as the usual, but I'll just kind of like, yeah. There was also going to be maybe a milk chug involved, but it kind of depends on exactly how much milk I've got like in storage at the time. So yeah. Well, I think we've done it kind of. We have done it a little bit, but I'm not entirely sure. You know, with the full Santa beard and you know, and glasses and everything. It's just that I feel like yeah, I feel like we have done it, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna have to stand up. Oh no, just getting a bit warm. I will stop it. Okay, now my tummy is rumbling. That's great. Headache, and I need to run to the bathroom soon. Yeah, I think we have. I feel like we have. I know I've definitely done the Santa in the white kind of rompers. You know, the 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 undergarment. You know. My phone wasn't going to sleep then. It was weird. So I know we've definitely done that. Definitely done a Santa vid with that on, but it's like, yeah, the onesie I'm not entirely sure so much about. Why is my shirt kind of bunched up? Weird. I think I am going to have to run away. I think I'm going to have to run away. I need to run away to the bathroom. But yeah, and then I'm gonna attempt to play on the little computer. I'm gonna attempt to play on the computer for a little bit to try to keep myself awake, so that hopefully tomorrow I might be okay enough to actually like film. It depends if the weather's wet and crappy, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm sorry, guys. Ugh. But that standing up didn't help my tummy. Belly rubs and belly salute. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. But keep thinking, we've still got time. There's like the decorations aren't up yet, so yeah. I want to basically do the Santa video as soon as the decorations get put up. But Damon is like taking his time, so we've got time. It's just that once we get into, you know, the late teens of this month, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch to start, you know, we're going to have to start panicking to film stuff. I don't want to do that. Anyway. Toodles! I really do have to run away. I'm sorry. Bye.